two more things I need to cover with y'all in this nomenclature. Now, stop feeling defeated. You're not defeated. It's one quiz. All right, next quiz you're going to knock it out of the park. Yeah, you do. I believe in you. This is what I want to do. I want to introduce these acids to you guys and these naming rules for these acids, and then that gives us everything. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah. Gives me everything. And then what we're going to do from there is we're going to take some days, and we're just going to come here and we're going to practice, and we're going to practice, and we're going to practice, and I'm going to throw trick after trick, and I'm going to try and get you after get you, and I'm going to try. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to let me say, Mr. Hall, psh, in your face, I see the polyatomic. Psh, Mr. Hall, in your face, that's a diatomic. Psh, Mr. Hall, in your face, this is easy. Y'all got this. All right, you gotta learn the thought process.
Mr. Hall, your face, I'm talking
out.
All right.
Nothing but Molly.
All right, so in this, let's start. So with these acids, there's two types of acids you're going to look at. First are what we call binary acids, okay? Now these binary acids, you should get an idea what they are. Binary, or bi, is two. So that's what you're looking at. You're looking at an acid that has two elements bonded together. All right? You've seen these before, you've heard of them before, but you probably haven't really dropped into naming. Number two, and this is where everybody's going to go, oh!
I was already doing that now. It's okay.
Okay, everyone start screaming. Oxyacids.
Oxyacids. This is where nobody's...
Oxy doesn't mean two, oxy doesn't mean three.
That's right. Oxy means...
It's bonded
Oxygen.
So it's actually a binary. Okay, no, that's not what you're right.
Oxyacids use polyatomics to make them acids.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great. How?
There's rules.
Look, I'm not even cold. I'm just like so scared that I have chills.
All right, so in there.
Wait, time out. What was the highest grade you got on that quiz, Savannah?
35 out of 50. Stupid girl. Okay, just kidding. Smart girl.
Cool.
No one's giving Katie any flack. She got a good grade as well.
What'd you get?
A 33.
Good for you. I got a 14.
I got a 12.
I got an 8%.
Okay.
It's still a D.
Oh, poor baby. You still have
Minus.
Let's jump Katie and
All right, so I do got to say that I told my wife what you said, Taylor, and she died laughing. She said, I told her, I said, she said if she got 30% on this thing, she was going to Outback to get a steak. And it was like, we left the doctor's office after I finished grading quizzes. She said, is she getting a steak? I said, not because she, what she said.
I
She
can see the big steak.
Y'all got this, though. Next one, I'm telling you, the average will be a C.
The next one, if I get if I get a 15%, I'm cool. We're going to knock it in half.
If I get a 2% on the next quiz, I'm happy.
Listen, I have a 2%. It's not the best.
Y'all got this. Y'all got this. All right, so binary acids. Already gave you some info on this. Made of two elements. Now, these two elements, there's always a guarantee of one of the elements. You'll never change the fact of what it is. Out of these two elements, the first element is hydrogen. Number
Okay,
two.
Mr. Hall, Haley just looked at me and said, quack.
That's funny.
How do you even do that? Like, where?
I don't know, Braxton. Maybe ask my body because I don't know. I can't just
Yes.
do it on
Always hydrogen. I'm going to tell you why in a second.
Wait, was it what?
Binary acids, the first element is always hydrogen.
Always?
Always hydrogen.
That's not gonna change like the
Not
other
going
ones
to
do.
change. It's always hydrogen. Now I'm talking binary acids. It's always
Binary
hydrogen.
acid is
I
not
promise you.
Okay. Because, you know, with chemistry, the rules apply until they don't, and then you
Listen,
just
I'm
get
not the only one who does
confused.
that.
Oh, could you cut some of that video out, please?
What'd she say?
You know what it is.
Yeah, Rachel was.
Mom.
She said, please.
There's just already Miss Loud.
Your
Your hands are loud.
What'd you say? It's hard to edit this out.
Well, I'll tell you after class.
Okay. All right, second. You're looking at the second element. You're normally one of the halogens.
I really wish you hadn't read normally, but it's okay.
What?
Because that means that,
No.
yeah, not all the time. Which means we question.
Normally, it's what you're looking at. Pretty much what I'm
Normally,
going
Yeah,
to.
normally.
Pretty much what I'm going to be using is
Like I
the
said,
halogen.
You're
until
a
it
liar. You're a
doesn't.
full trick on it. It's going to be the not normally kind.
Pretty much normally, these are all just true.
Normally,
It's probably the other way more than it is this way.
but
All right.
there's some days when we don't do anything.
Can you give us an example of binary acids that we would know?
Yeah, I can.
Have we went over?
You all have it in this room with you right now.
Water.
Have we went over halogens? And,
Huh?
have we went over halogens? Halogens.
Halogens are group 17 off the periodic table.
Wait, if we have them, is it these?
No, I promise you. Everybody in this school has it.
Is it our phones?
No.
Hey, battery acid. Checkmate, Mr. Hall.
We're made of
Hey,
definitely.
I said, oh, that is.
Hydrogen chloride.
I'm glad you guys know that.
Yeah, what that?
But you named it improperly.
Hydrochlorine.
You named it improperly.
Hy-
HCl.
You did not just do that.
HCl.
Somebody call Hazel.
Wait, what's that?
Hydrogen chloride.
Oh, she said
What?
hydrochloric acid.
Here's the key.
And how do we have this? Excuse me?
It's in your stomach.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Get it out.
What's the proper name for it?
Hydro. Where's the hydro come from?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. And this is why you always have hydrogen with the acids. An acid is defined to be a proton donator or a hydrogen donator. This is what happens. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense for people to look and say, yeah, it's a proton donator. Donates protons.
They said that.
No, that makes more sense.
That sounds logical to me. I mean, yeah.
Don't look at me like
Okay.
that. Don't look at me.
Anyway, this is why we call it that. What happens is this hydrogen here, whenever it gets sent off, whenever it's donated, this is what happens. Chlorine's that big bully, and it's like, I need an electron to give me 8. And it just looks at hydrogen and says, give it here. And takes it. Kicks hydrogen out. How many electrons does hydrogen normally have?
2. 1.
Well, yeah, 1. So if chlorine takes one of hydrogen's electrons, how many electrons does hydrogen have left?
0.
Okay, now how many protons does hydrogen have?
1.
1. There's no electrons, so you're practically looking at a proton. That's why we call it a proton donator.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, back into this.
So it doesn't
Hydro.
it doesn't give a proton, it's just left with a proton.
Yeah, but it's like, it gives it off. It's like,
So-
oh.
Okay, it like, yeah, okay, gotcha.
What gives it the property of an acid? Like,
It's the electronegativity of this chlorine. What happens is acids are known to be proton donators. You have weak acids and you have strong acids.
Okay.
Okay, there's what we know as the 7 strong acids. And out of the 7 strong acids, one of the strong acids is what we got on the board, hydrochloric acid, which is in your stomach. Okay. The strongest of the 7 strongest is sulfuric acid.
Right.
Okay, and it is like the stuff. I mean, it's like, you know, you will never touch this stuff unless you go to college and get like working inside some chemistry lab that demands that you have to use it.
Why did you do that?
Okay, you're not going to use it in this class.
What's an amino acid?
Amino acids?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a biology.
Yeah, it's biology.
Oh snap.
So like, how is that not like acid?
Yeah, like is it also a proton
No,
donator?
I thought it was a carbohydrate. Isn't that what you call carbohydrate? Yeah, it's a carbohydrate.
I don't think those are amino acids. Wait,
It's the chromatids. It's the chromatids.
I want to say like the amino acids, I want to say that's like your DNA stuff.
So how is that not anything to do with what we're doing right now?
I mean, on technicality, yeah. I mean, for something to be called an acid, it has to be, a proton donor. All right, wait, we're going to find out right here. What are amino acids?
Call the police.
Yeah, it's practically, it's that DNA chain. That's your amino acids.
So how is that something?
Hey Siri.
They can be, because what's happening is at the end of it, part of it is a carboxylic acid.
Hey Siri.
Is why it's an organic thing.
Hey Siri, call the police.
All right, stop trying to get Siri to call the police. Okay?
Question.
You're not being held here against your will.
When are you coming to about sex stuff?
Actually,
About sex stuff.
Actually, I don't think I am. I think Mr. Foster is going to do it.
Okay, back to naming hydrochloric.
You know where to say.
All right. So hydro for the hydrogen, and then we're going to name the second element chlorine. And with proper, this shouldn't surprise you. You should be used to this. Remove the ending. So take off the I-N-E and add ic. I see. Okay. Now, with this hydrochloric,
And is that? I'm so
that
sorry.
doesn't make no sense. It's just a hydrochloric.
in a technicality, you're good. But a lot of people, like I have had professors in college, they want acid at the end.
Oh, okay,
I'm
that
going to
makes
require you to say acid.
And is that naming rule specific to acids?
Just this binary acids, yes.
Okay.
Just
Here's the key
the
giveaway.
IC. Is it always IC?
Yes, for the binaries.
Always.
For the
You
binaries.
promise.
For the binaries.
For the binaries, you promise.
For the binary acids, yes. And the dead giveaway of when you're dealing with one of these binary acids instead of an oxy acid is right here. Whenever you're naming a binary acid, you always start with hydro. Whenever you're naming the oxy acids, you will not start with hydro. Okay? No. Start with polyatomic.
Does it have to be any specific group of elements? Like, no, yes, in my mind. No, wait, it says normally. What if it's not, I can't say that word. I'm not.
Yeah, what you need.
Pretty much for this class, what you're going to be looking at, we're going to use the halogens. I'm not going to break outside of these
Pretty
halogens.
much.
You're not.
I'm going to use the halogens with the
Okay.
binary acids, okay? Because the tricks are not sitting there.
We're so hurt. We don't trust you.
I have no trust like Mr. Hall. Like,
Yeah, you're probably like the least trusted person in this building.
Gee, thanks.
so, listen, don't just, you just can't take offense to every.
Group 17 off the periodic table, column 17.
Okay. I forgot my question.
I was pausing there for a minute. I was like, you said okay, and there's not a
Just
question.
don't be offended because I'm gonna ask you promise every time. And it's gonna be
Yeah,
on.
you break
It's gonna
a
be on
promise.
record now.
You
Yeah,
It's on
if we
record
had
now.
trust,
So on this, when you're naming a binary acid, step 1, place hydro at the beginning.
Wait, is this
Rules.
Those are the rules.
I'm sorry, Mr. Hall, and I could be totally wrong. That beginning looks nasty. I don't think that's correct.
Hey, if it's not, fix it.
It's rock.
I'm sorry.
I think.
It looks nasty.
Hey, to your defense, man, I misspell stuff all the time. It's all good. I do not teach English. Anybody watching this video?
Anybody watching this video?
All eight
Don't
years.
take chemistry.
Take chemistry. Shut
Don't
up.
take chemistry.
Don't listen to anything live.
That's why we asked for promise.
Could I give my email?
No, Braxton. Do not.
Yes, do it.
Do not. No, we have him on record saying I promise.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hey,
Contact me at 911. I promise. That's my number.
You were gonna break a promise.
You're breaking a promise.
911. Call me, lady.
all right, so after you place hydro at the beginning for the binary acid, the second thing you will do, put the element name. Remove the ending. Add ick to the end.
Did you say I see?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that's more than one step.
I put it as 3. I broke it.
Yes.
You happy now?
Yes.
First, place hydro at beginning. Second, put the element name. Third, because it can't be all in one, remove the ending. Fourth, because it can't all be in one,
If you're
add IC.
if you're gonna use steps, you gotta commit.
5.
Braxton, that is the least of our worries. Look at the board.
5,
Focus on remembering that.
add
Not what
acid at the
it
end.
Yes.
She said.
Okay?
Braxton's power.
We have 3 minutes.
It'll be
I'm
okay.
not pouting. I'm just
He's upset.
It sounds like you're having.
Alright,
Molly.
so look. This is as far as I'm going to take it today. You get the binary acids, okay? Now hold up. I want to do a couple practice. I still got 3 minutes.
3 minutes. You have 4 minutes.
I got 4 minutes, people. That's if they ring the bell on time.
There's been on top of
That's wrong.
You have 3 minutes. And like,
Alright, here we go. I want y'all to try and name this.
Oh, I see.
you want
That's
us
the
to write it down or
17th
just say it?
column. Okay.
Do what?
Because they only need one.
You want us to write it down or just say it?
Same.
I want you to write it down.
Is that also an acid?
You tell me. Is it an acid or no?
Yes.
How do you know it's an acid?
Because it's in a
It has a
17th
hydrogen
column.
and that is a halogen.
It's in 17th column, but it has a hydrogen in the beginning.
Right.
That's what I meant.
is it that? Is it broken?
Hydrobromic acid. That sounds right.
That's on here.
Thank you.
I think it's funny. All y'all are like, man, that sounds ridiculous, Mr. Ogg. And I'm like, that sounds normal to me.
Does it have to be one word? Is it different words? Is it
It'll be
is it
together.
like that? Or is it just that acid?
Yeah, it's separate.
So it should be a lowercase b. Are you going to count it wrong if I don't do that?
Nope. Right now, the only thing I care about is that you can name these things.
I like
Oh,
these.
I've got 2 minutes.
I like these the most so far. Why did you make it out to like these are the worst ones? I'm still struggling with the other ones.
I mean, y'all got that.
Yes.
Yes. Got it.
All
The
right,
reason
that-
I waited to do this now is because what gets confusing is when I bring the oxyacids in, because then what'll happen is I'm going to give you names, and you have to work backwards.
I can do that.
So wait, is this all it is? Like for
This is
binary
it.
acids?
This is it for binary
This
acids.
seems
Yeah,
relatively
you
easy.
promise.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I'm nervous as well, Molly.
We take a quiz just on the.
Just on binary acids.
Wait, what?
Yeah, please, just to boost
Come
our
on.
grade.
Come on, come on.
Hydro.
I think that's.
No, he's gonna add something really
I
wild.
think that's what acids. That's the.
Look at that.
Okay, there's something wrong.
I'm
just for
sorry.
HIs.
There's no way it's just that.
It's just HIs.
Hydroiodic.
Wait, no. Wait, look on the thing. No.
Is that how do you know
Yes.
it's how?
It's on the 7th.
17.
17th, I mean.
Huh?
It's just H1. It's just high.
I did
Yeah.
Too easy.
It makes me nervous.
No, you're not gonna be like, here's this long chain of acids. Like, and there's like some special vernacular. that
This
you
is
put
it for binary acids. The hard part's not the binary acids. The hard part's the oxyacids,
It says this depends on just
which we will get to.